all-round party starter. I'm talking about none other than NewDay Ambulley. He joins us here to talk about his career, his music, and he has a new album coming out as well. We're going to be talking about that. But first, let's have a look at this video.
It changes hands. And somebody go travel. They go travel. They go bring up and when you don't see that,
okay, that's NewDay Ambulley there in action. Welcome.
thank you.
Okay, now you've had success in lots of decades, and you're still making music. Now, lots of your peers are touring acts and, playing concerts. Why are you still making music?
Well, I think that's my gift that was given to me by God. And I don't know doing anything except music.
Okay.
Right from my childhood, I knew I was going to become a musician. And I embarked upon that by learning from my peers and all that. So I think until the Almighty God calls me, it's music all out.
Okay, so you're focused on music till whenever? Whenever.
That's
okay,
right, yeah.
Like all right, now, let's talk about this. A couple of weeks ago, we did a story about the hip-hop originator.
Yeah.
And we know that you say you are the hip-hop originator.
I am that I am.
How true is that?
Yeah, because if you go to the Guinness Book of Records, they say that it was Sugar Hill Gang that brought rap.
Exactly.
But look at the age, or look at the time. It's around about 1977, 78. Mine came out in 1973.
Okay.
And it was the first ever commercially recorded rap music.
Okay.
So I'm challenging the Guinness Book of Records because somebody didn't do his or her homework well.
Okay, now, a fellow icon, a fellow Ghanaian music icon, Nana Mpedu, he will have a little bit of something to say about that as well, because he's also saying he is the originator of hip-hop. Have you discussed it with him before?
No, I haven't discussed that with him, but if the kind of music that he was talking about, OBTA, that's not a rap music.
No.
And, I also leave that to the judgment of the public, because if we talk about rap music, something like, like a Kasahari thing, word after word. So, and he can't ever claim that.
So you're saying Nana Mpedu didn't have rap in his...
No. He's a guitar band musician, so let him stay at that in the corner.
He should be in that lane and leave that to you.
Exactly.
Okay, now let's talk about your new album. What should fans expect?
This is totally a different concept. Many a time when I come out with an album, people are expecting dance music and all that kind of format. Well, I'm here to entertain people, but this album is going to relax people because it's most of my slowest music that I've ever recorded.
Okay.
And it's a kind of music that when you're driving, it can take you along. After a hard day's work at home, it can relax you and all that. So this is another style of NewDay Ambulley. Because everybody knows Mama na Samaga, that's fine.
Okay.
But this is another style that I want people to see that.
Is it
that road of mine?
Okay, is it something like what we just saw in the video there? That sort of jazzy funk.
Yeah, it's in combination though. But that one that you heard, you see, it has that kind of funky beat, mixed up with the high life thing. But there's a little similarities in there.
Okay.
But it's totally a different approach.
Okay. Now we have to ask you this: since you're the originator, or you say you're the originator, what do you think about the current crop of rappers? Who's your favorite?
There's been some few like Obafu, like Manifest, all of them. I see that they have a different approach to the kind of rap thing that is going on, but the adaptation and borrowing and copying, that's what. That kind of thing doesn't sit right.
That's what you have a problem with.
I have a big problem with that because
you think there's an copying and borrowing in the music
too
industry?
much of that, and the media is enhancing that.
How is the media enhancing that?
Look, let's take somebody like Stonebwoy.
Right.
He's a young guy. He's in it, but the kind of style that he's doing, he's singing patois, just like our brothers in Jamaica. The beat and everything, just like our brothers in Jamaica. There's no originality in that.
Okay.
But every country has originalities. Every country, every tribe, and everything, because the kind of music when you hear. You talk about if you hear dancehall, you know that comes from Jamaica.
Yes, it does.
If you hear hip hop, and you know that comes from America. So what is the identification to Ghana? Ghana is high life. But I'm not saying that we have to play that kind of old high life. We can enhance it.
But music is universal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can't we pick other genres and then other people can do other genres in other countries, can't we?
No.
We have to stick with our own genres.
Everything is based on identification. You can pick any genre from anywhere, but you can make it yours.
Okay.
So when it's heard outside, they'll know that, oh, this is coming from this country, or this is coming from this country.
Okay.
Aside from that, then it's just copying and borrowing.
All right. Okay, let's go back to the album. Are there any collaborations, any surprises that fans should expect at all?
This time, I haven't done that, though a few of my friends calling me, telling me that, but I've done that a few. If you talk about TikTok, we talk about the Sway. If you talk about Easy and all, I've done some few with them. But this is the feminine side of me.
Okay.
So it's solely on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, so you basically think the music scene. What do you think of the general, music scene? Is it improving? Are we making headway at all?
I think it's deteriorating because because of the technology. You go to the computer, everything is writing. People are making themselves gurus, cutting and pasting and things like that. After they cut and paste, they tell, put a rap to it. And that is not for real, because that sound that is in the computers is the Europeans who did that.
Okay.
So everything is in the European format.
Wow.
But if we take it and turn it around, then we can make it ours. So that when the European hears it, he knows that it's not him, but it's this.
Okay, we're a bit hard pressed for time. But Amma, he says the music scene is deteriorating. What was your view on that?
When a legend speaks, and I just have to take it.
You have to take it.
I do think to a certain degree, I do agree with him. But what about just the fact that music also evolves, and this is where we're at right now?
It is. There's no problem with that. The involvement is because we all grow.
Right.
But there has to be an identification.
There has to be an identification.
Everything that you do has to be, because that will prove that, yes, this is from this side or this from the other side.
So basically take what you learn and then make it your own.
You have to make it yours. Because if I take a dancehall music and things like that, I'll turn it around. And so when you hear, you can feel some dancehall grooves, but you know that this is NewDay Ambulley.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so that's all we have time for. But
when is the launch happening?
Exactly.
And where? Where's the location?
It's tonight at Alliance Francaise. Doors going to be open from 7, and the show is going to start from 8.
How much are tickets?
It's 20 CDs, and the students have half cut of that.
Nice.
Okay, that's great.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
that's good. So tonight,
We'll be there?
Yes.
Hey.
Kevin, do you have secret aspirations for music?
Well,
not so secret.
I have a bit of a voice, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all we've got time for today. I want to say a big thank you, legendary NewDay Ambulley. And tonight, 8 o'clock,
Yes.
Alliance Francaise.